Thank you all for joining us tonight for Kampo, Ancient Holistic Remedies for the Modern World. I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Yuko Nozaki, who's a Kampo practitioner and founder of the Ido Holistic Center. Dr. Nozaki received her Doctor of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine from the Atlantic Institute of Oriental Medicine in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She's a licensed massage therapist and acupuncturist here in New York State, and Dr. Nozaki is certified by the Council of Colleges of Acupuncture and Oriental Medicine in clean needle technique, specializing in internal disorders, infertility cases, pain, and stress reduction. Dr. Nozaki provides Kampo treatment for these conditions and more. We're very pleased to have her here with us tonight. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Nozaki to the stage.
Hello, everybody. My name is Yuko Nozaki. I'm going to talk about Kampo herbal medicine tonight. I hope you like it. Okay? About Kampo. Kampo is a unique type of healthcare that developed in Japan. In the 6th century, Chinese medicine was introduced from China to Japan through the Korean peninsula. A monk went to China to disseminate Buddhism in Japan, simultaneously communicating knowledge of Chinese medicine. Prior to this, in Japan, when people became sick, they relied on primitive prayer, mystical practices, superstition, and so on. When Chinese medicine was adapted, the Japanese initially used the Chinese way as it was. But Japan and China also had differences such as climate, culture, and the people's constitutions. So gradually, the medicine was tailored to the Japanese, and it developed independently. In the early days, it was only used for certain classes of people, such as aristocrats. But from the 14th century onward, it spread to the general public and developed greatly. From the 17th century onward, a movement flourished to re-examine the subject of traditional Chinese medicine, in which treatment theory had become complicated. New treatment methods developed in which medicine were prescribed simply based on the symptoms. In the 19th century, people's lives also changed as Japanese civilization opened up to the West. In order to develop the country's economic and military power, it became necessary to have many soldiers. And Kampo, being a more individualized prescription, was not the ideal method for treating many people at once, or for performing surgery on wounds. Therefore, unfortunately, its use decreased. However, after the long war finally ended, people began to think about the importance of wellness. And the practice of Kampo gradually started to re-emerge. At hospitals and pharmacies, Kampo medicine once again started to become widely prescribed. Now, I will explain the difference between Kampo and Chinese medicine. In Japan, Kampo treatment analyzes the disease condition and the constitution in a unique way, and the treated use the corresponding Kampo prescription. On the other hand, Chinese medicine, based on its own theory, analyzes various factors such as the person's constitution, the progress of disease, and treats the etiology. It is a method of making a treating an original prescription only for the patient. Making use of this theory, they examine the patient's constitution and the condition, and for that reason, small modulations are not overlooked. However, basically, Chinese medicine is supposed to receive a prescription that combines different herbs for each individual. And after patients often decoct it themselves. So there is possibility that the ingredients will vary for each prescription. In Kampo, exact granules are most popular. It puts an emphasis on quality, especially the Japanese pharmacopoeia. The standards are stipulate remaining pesticides, heavy metals, microorganisms, and radioactivity contamination are strictly controlled. The ingredient variations are managed as well, and the quality homogeneity is also secured. What's interesting is that 89% of medical doctors in Japan prescribe Kampo, and the Kampo has been incorporated into the educational curriculum of the universities. Medical school and the pharmacy departments. Now most universities are educating Kampo medicine as essential subjects. As mentioned earlier, it is possible that scientific or modern medicine evaluations can be made about the therapeutic effect due to the high homogeneity of the Kampo, together with the fact that the medical efficacy action mechanism and the clinical efficacy of Kampo at the cutting-edge level of modern medicine are being proved. It is an excellent characteristic of Kampo that it can be verified by scientific methodology. Kampo and Chinese medicine both have ancient Chinese medicine as their source, but since these countries have different backgrounds and climate, the medications have developed independently. As a result, currently there are some herbs and formulas that are common in Japan and China. But basically, they are clearly different. There are also many raw herbs and preparations that are not permitted in Japan. Now, our lives have become busier compared to the 100 years ago. Western medicine made remarkable progress in the 20th century. Various new medicine and vaccine were developed, and the average lifespan also increased very much. The statistics used by the World Health Statistics 2017 edition published by WHO on May 17th, 2017 state that the average life expectancy of Japanese people is about 87 years old and about 81 years old for America. The lifespan for female is 81.6 years old, and for male, it's 76.9 years old. Either way, the lifespan is getting longer and longer. It is wonderful. However, when life expectancy increases and the population of middle age and older people increases, then various lifestyle diseases such as diabetes, liver disease, and heart disease increased. However, Western medicine is sometimes not enough to cure these diseases. Even if people use Western medicine, many people suffer from side effects. Also, there are various problems, such as cases where a recurrence occurs as soon as the drug are stopped. Eastern medicine will show its strength there. First, I will show you the difference between Western medicine and Eastern medicine. Now here. A characteristic of Western medicine is that the action of drug is limited to certain part of the body. Originally, modern Western medicine said that diseases arise from the abnormality of one cell in the body. Therefore, treatment is targeted at the abnormal cells. The therapeutic effect often appears in the short term. The efficacy is also excellent, and there is also the notion that drugs with strong action are very good drug. The ideal is to pursue the strongest single component that cure the abnormal cells. While Western medicine narrows the treatment target to one part of the body, Eastern medicine is based on enhancing the healing power of the body. Sometimes this can be fast-acting treatment, but many treatments must come gradually, and effect may not be seen for about 1 week. In the United States, it is rare for Western doctor to prescribe herbal medicine. But in Japan, Western medical doctor prescribe not only Western medicine, but Kampo as well. About 89% of medical doctors in Japan are using Kampo as the main or supporting treatment. Also, Kampo is covered by medical insurance. As I mentioned earlier, Western medicine is wonderful. For example, surgical procedures are very good. Blood tests, imaging tests, like this, also allow you to find many diseases. Now, Eastern medicine has a different concept. Eastern medicine balances the whole body and is very good as preventive medicine. Have you ever heard a person say that there is nothing wrong with the medical examination, but there are still symptoms such as somehow feeling tired, having some kind of migraine, or stomach ache, or strong something like that. What is this? Illness does not suddenly come one day, but emerges because a bad state continues, and when it reaches that peak time, it is diagnosed as an illness. So, how wonderful it is to be able to cure an illness before the problem comes up or before being diagnosed as sick. I am convinced that combining this Western medicine and Eastern medicine will support our future health. Today, I'd like to introduce to you the wonder of Kampo. Kampo is a formula prepared by combining medicinal products from natural substances such as plants, animals, and minerals. Kampo has different types such as tablet, granule, and more. This is the decoction. The raw whole ingredients are mixed with water and boiled down. This creates a soup-like medicine. The ingredients are strained out and the patient drinks the liquid. Granules. After decoction, the liquid is concentrated through the spray drying method. The concentrated ingredients are ground into granules. The extract component extraction says that granulated added excipients. I mentioned before, this one is the most popular type in Japan. This is tablet. Granules are mixed with water, nectar, or other ingredients to hold it together and passed into easy-to-take tablets. And the pill, granules are mixed with water, nectar, or other ingredient to hold it together and form larger, round granules. Whereas Western medicine is usually made of the single component, Kampo is made by combining several herbs components because the effect they have together is better than effect they have separately. Pharmacological action for herbal medicine span many fields. It is said to be very difficult to scientifically elucidate the overall effect of Kampo prescription in modern science. However, Kampo has a history of 2,000 years proving it can be an excellent technique. And Kampo does take longer to become effective than Western medicine. This is because herbal medicine has a calmer effect on the body, whereas Western medicine can be very disruptive to the natural body. When Kampo is used properly, the symptoms are less likely to recur after the Kampo is stopped. There are fewer side effects than Western medicine. Kampo has an interesting method that is same disease with different method and different disease with same method. For example, let's consider diarrhea and constipation. In the Western medicine, for example, if you are suffering from constipation, you may try to take some medicine that makes bowel movement occur. If you take too much high dosage of that, then you may get diarrhea. And then you will take medicine to suppress too much active movement of the intestine. This is symptomatic treatment of Western medicine concept. On the other hand, Kampo is a way to cure diarrhea and constipation by adjusting the intestinal environment. In other words, both diarrhea and constipation are due to a bad environment in the intestine. So, despite being completely contradictory symptoms, such as constipation and diarrhea, I would prescribe the same herbal medicine. I also would prescribe different Kampo formula for the same symptom. This is because diarrhea is sometimes caused by accumulation of water and cold, but sometimes it may be caused by stress. That is why I said for Kampo herbal medicine, same disease with different method, and different disease with same method. That means, like I mentioned before, Kampo has improved the healing power of the body by regulating the whole body. I'll give you another example. Some people are on the diet to try to become slender and beautiful. If you try to lose your weight suddenly, then suddenly with the diet, it will be definitely cause a rebound. If you improve your body constitution by spending time taking Kampo, you don't rebound. Because it can approach to make a balanced body. If you start taking Kampo for the purpose of weight loss, you may see other benefits such as skin improvement. As we know, skin is the mirror of the internal organ. So again, the concept of Kampo is not about symptom treatment, but seeing the whole body. That's the key word. Next is yin and yang concept. What is yin and yang? Yin and yang is a natural philosophy of ancient China to describe elements in nature, heaven and earth, mountain and sea, light and dark, day and night. It is also used to describe two opposing events or state, such as man and woman, cold and heat, yet harmony is found between these elements. In traditional Chinese medicine, a health condition required balance of yin and yang. Disturbing this balance causes illness within the body. And in Kampo theory, the body is composed of three things, which is qi energy, water, and blood. The balance of these three elements is very important. When any of these elements is out of balance, illness can occur. Sometimes some people suffer when these elements are out of balance, and Western medicine cannot find a cause for this illness. This also means the condition is left for a long time and only gets worse. Eastern medicine works to relieve this state and return the body to the normal, balanced state. I want to talk about the chi energy mainly today. Chi or energy, or we can say chi energy, can be very ambiguous and hard to describe. It refers to the force of life energy itself. This energy is necessary for the internal organ to work, and it is necessary for living. When looked at the form from the Western medicine perspective, Qi can refer to many interactions in the body like neurological functions or the digestion and absorbing of nutrition. For example, how is your digestion system? In Eastern medicine, there is an idea that when digestion is weak, this function must be cured first, regardless of what other part of the body needs medicine. This is because Qi energy is made from food digestion. If digestion is weak, you cannot make strong Qi energy. Digestion can be weak because of many issues. Stress is the biggest problem because the gastrointestinal organs are the most sensitive to stress in the body. Many people experience a stomach ache when under the lot of stress. There can also be people who have weak digestion because of their genetics. Digestion will be even worse if you keep irregular eating habit or an irregular lifestyle. Symptoms include a heavy feeling in the stomach bloating, constipation, loose stool, gas or fatigue, insomnia, and etc. In Western medicine, these gastrointestinal diseases are called, for example, gastroptosis, chronic gastritis, gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, irritable bowel syndrome, we call IBS, and more. Now I show you some Kampo formula for poor digestion caused by stress. That is minor program decoction. Japanese name is Shosai Koto. This formula has 8 single herbs in it. This formula's main herbs is beprorams, which has antipyretic action, anti-inflammatory action, and analgesic action, sedative action, anti-stress action. It is highly effective in calming inflammation. Its main component is called saponin. It has been said that saponin has the effect of enhancing antioxidant and immunological effect. But it has been found to have the effect of calming inflammation like steroid. And it enhances the action of calming the heat by quenching the inflammation of organ, especially the liver. And this formula has licorice and ginger, which enhance digestive function and feed nutrition to the liver. And ginseng and fructose have a nourishing effect that gives physical strength to the weakened body. Ginseng especially is the representative herbal medicine that supplements Qi energy. So as I explained, each herb cooperates and enhances together the effect of herbal medicine. In addition, there are many other Kampo digestion formulas. Depends on the condition. I will show you a few other formulas. If you have nausea, vomiting, feeling of stomach, abdominal pain, diarrhea, then you can use Pinera decoction to drain the epigastrium. Japanese name is Hangesha Shinto. Chronic acute gastroenteritis, stomach sporage, dyspepsia, diarrhea, then you can use calm the stomach powder. Japanese name is Hei-san. Burps, stomachache, nausea, heartburn, indigestion, then you can use calm the middle powder. Japanese name is Anchu-san. Decrease in physical strength due to post-illness, post-operative, postpartum, etc. Anemia, coldness. You can use all-inclusive great tonifying decoction. Japanese name is Juzen Daihoto. Gastrointestinal weakness, night sweats, fatigue, feeling. You can use tonify the middle and augment the chi decoction. Japanese name is Hochu Ekito. After physical illness, postpartum, physical strength, reduction, anemia, malaise, then ginseng decoction to nourish the nutritive chi. Japanese name is Ninjin Yoeito. Decline the digestive function, anemia, coldness, fatigue, feeling, then you can use 6 gentleman decoction. Japanese name is Rikkenshito. I explained this Kampo formula simply, but actually practitioners have to assess the person's constitution, such as whether they are acute or chronic, cold type or hot type, or weak or strong body type. These analyses are necessary. Now, I will discuss another symptom that comes from high stress. For example, if the mind is not flowing smoothly, the state of the mind tends to collapse. You may feel irritated, easy to crash, depressed, fatigue, and so on. This is the symptom that interferes with daily living due to psychological factors. Causes include encounters with disasters, parting with close relatives, stress, and so on. There are various symptoms such as strong anxiety and tension, nervous hypersensitivity, insomnia, depression state, panic order, personality disorder, and social phobia. There are all chi energy imbalanced. I will show you some few formula for that. This formula is cinnamon twigs, licorice, dragon bone, and oyster shell decoction. Japanese name is Keishika ryukotsu boreito. These 3 herbs are main herbs for this formula. Dragon bone. This is a fossilized bone of large mammals, mainly composed of calcium carbonate. This formula is effective for those weak constitutions, nervousness, anxiety, surprising, insomnia, with decreased physical strength. Mixed oyster shell and the dragon bone are said to have efficacy in neurological disease and are expected to stabilize the nerve and the mind. And this one is augmented rumbling powder. It is often used for ladies with weak constitutions. It is effective for those with symptoms of depression, feeling of tiredness, insomnia, and menstrual disorders such as dullness, dizziness, or so on. Pinera and magnolia bark decoction, we call Japanese name is Hange Kobokto. When feelings are obstructive, there is sense of incompatibility in the throat, esophagus part. It is effective when experiencing symptoms of palpitations, dizziness, or nausea. Pinera and magnolia create a good mood, holding down feeling and nausea, and is calming. These Kampo formulas are great. It is considered a kind of Kampo tranquilizer. And importantly, Eastern medicine is preventive medicine. It is important to prepare yourself before you get sick or before any symptom develop. Today, I've been talking about Kampo formulas, but also some single herbs can be used for cooking in your meals for daily life. You can incorporate these herbs into soup, dessert, or whatever. So I will introduce some of them today. I think this is very popular. Ginger. Ginger has the ability to warm your body. Raw ginger is used when you catch cold, and also ginger has an antibacterial effect. That's why when we eat sushi, we eat raw ginger as well, because sushi is mainly raw fish. If you feel cold anytime, then it's not raw ginger, but dry ginger is better. This is goji berry fruits. This has a sweet taste, supports liver and kidneys function, and is a highly nutritious food ingredient. It is good for eye strains and dry eye. It is said that if you use it for a long time, it will increase longevity. This is walnuts. This is a common food in America because it warms the body and acts on the kidney. It has the ability to add energy and strengthen legs. It acts to activate the brain's function and also helps relieve constipation by moisturizing the intestine. Black sesame supplements liver and kidney and improved the function of all the internal organs. Because it feeds blood, it is also good for gray hair. On the other hand, white sesame acts on your lungs. Buckwheat. It has a function to calm your energy and makes you cool down. So it is good for hot flashes, for menopause, and it has the effect of stopping vaginal discharge. And it promotes digestion as well. This is the wood ear mushroom. It is very popular in Japan. The white ones has a function of supplementing the necessary moisture in the body and moisturizing in your lungs. The black ones nourish your blood. And these are also good for anemia. Both of them are mushroom and have plenty of dietary fiber. This is jujube. It enhances gastrointestinal work and eliminates anemia and fatigue. Increase blood and have mental stabilization. So it can be used for troubles during menstruation. This is Job's tears. It reduces melanin pigment and creates finer skin. There are still many, many more. In conclusion, this is the small conversation about Kampo, which is a large medical field outside of the Western medicine. Basically, we are living with Western medicine, but from now on, you can incorporate Kampo herbal medicine into your life too. Then let's become healthy and good, have a good long lives. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your presentation. It was very interesting practicing Western medicine here, herbal Western medicine. It's like it's interesting to hear many of the similar herbs used. So thanks, that was enjoyable. Tell us why it's important to you to further this practice of Kampo medicine. Why is it important to reintroduce traditional medicine at this time?
Actually, it's not only now, but since 20 years ago. You know, like I mentioned earlier, I have been practicing for this treatment for almost 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years. And first 2-3 years since I started, I was not confident at all because I didn't have enough experience. But after maybe 5 years, then I started to feel this is great because many people gave me the great feedback and they said, you know, they got a good result. So then I started to have more confidence. Then, you know, I'm still continue to practice this treatment.
20 years of practice.
Yes.
Right. How would you like to see further herbal medicine integrated into allopathic care?
Well, Western medicine is great. You know, I don't say only herbal medicine is no good, only Western medicine is no good. I think combine two of that is great. And in reality, in America, I think that my patient says, elderly people in America, older than probably 5 years old people, take 14 kind of prescription per year averagely. So maybe then daily base, they are taking maybe 7, 8, maybe 10 pills a day. For me, that's crazy number, So, if you take first medicine, for example, you get some side effect, then you take second medicine for first medicine's side effect, then you take third medicine for the second medicine's side effect, then you will increase the lot of medicine finally. So that's not healthy way. And more, if you take a lot of medicine, medicine itself is the chemical. So if you take a lot for a long time, then your liver have to work harder. Then finally, your liver will collapse. So ideally, if we can decrease to at least half, then your condition still better, still same or even the better. I think that will be great. So I wanna talk to many people who still don't know about the alternative medicine. I wanna continue to introduce Western medicine and Eastern medicine can combine. So that's my mission.
Yeah, it would be ideal, right? Especially in some medicines, the side effects are treated better with herbs. So for like nausea, like you pointed out before, those symptoms from certain medicines, herbs can really be helpful for treating side effects also.
Yes. And now, I established my place. It's 17 years ago. That time was just 1 month before the 9/11, 2001. So at the time, there was bad times, right? But before that, almost 20 years ago, I think alternative medicine was not so popular.
Yes.
But after that kind of accident, and little by little, alternative medicine is getting popular. So the people's mind are more open.
Yes.
So recently, they know alternative medicine already. So it's very good time to reintroduce this one of the alternative medicine for the many people in America.
Yeah, that is a great opening for my next question, asking about like what's the demand? Like, are you seeing the demand increase for this medicine, for Kampo medicine?
You mean in New York?
In New York.
New York? Yeah, it's big city is always, like same as Tokyo, maybe New York, Paris. A big city is always stressed,
Yes.
like, right?
Big problems.
Yes. So many people visit to my office with their symptom, which is related to high stress, such as insomnia, anxiety, depression, or infertility. It could be anything. So, they come. So that means there are many demands in New York City too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so tell us a bit about what does it look like to be a client of yours? What does your practice look like if someone came in as a client?
Uh, my specialty, my specialty is sometimes allergy or pain management or mental disorder, women's issues such as menopause symptom, PMS, or infertility, like I said, you know. But there is no limitation. The people come to me who who doesn't have improvement with Western medicine, right?
And so when someone walks in, they get like a physical exam, and then you prescribe herbs to them?
That's right. I use the pulse diagnosis with Eastern way, and the tongue show me everything in your internal organ balance, and also abdominal palpation to see how your internal organ balance or imbalanced. Then plus I see their face tone and their medical history, how long they have, or acute or chronic. Then I get everything together. Then I make diagnose with Eastern way. Then I prescribe the Kampo herbal medicine.
Thank you. That was, you weren't nervous at all. You did well. Thank you very much for sharing with us tonight.
Thank you
Nozaki.
very much. And as you already know, my English has a very strong accent. That's why sometimes it was difficult to understand. Probably, if you have any question, anytime, please contact me to ask me anything about Kampo. Thank you very much.
Thank you.